Thank you, Dale. Meanwhile, Prager University is hoping to bring communities together in a show of support for police. Today, they launched their new Back the Blue campaign, a nationwide initiative to spread messages of gratitude and appreciation for law enforcement. Joining us now from Prager University is Will Witt. Will, thank you so much for coming on the show. So what is your reaction to what's been happening in Portland and other cities with ongoing riots? Was it situations like this that inspired you to back the Blue initiative?
Yeah, I think what's going on is a terrible thing. I heard on that video before, the guy said that it's not about George Floyd anymore, and it's really not. Of course, that the police officer who murdered George Floyd should be held accountable for his actions, but most police officers, the vast majority, are good cops who are risking their lives every day to defend us. So with what's been going on in the media, these protesters, the radical left out in the streets trying to defund the police, we decided at PragerU that it was time to defend the police and back the Blue. So that's why we started this campaign.
What about those who say major police reform is needed?
If there's major police reform needed, those are things that are really held up to the city councils of these different communities. We're seeing it in Minneapolis. We're seeing it in different places across the country. But as we're seeing that in places where they are, police presence is diminishing, like in New York, where they cut that anti-crime unit, crime is going up. So murders are going up, violent crime is going up in all these places where we're seeing the police being defunded. So this police reform doesn't seem to be doing the job that the left is actually claiming it would do.
Yeah. Will, what are ways your group and others can support police reform while also standing for public safety, law and order, and respecting officers?
Well, I think we can always look and say, police officers can always use more training. I think myself that police officers are trained very well. They're not trained to be racist. They're trained to de-escalate situations. But of course, there can always be more training that can be done. But police need to be heralded as heroes in our communities. If you make them feel terrible, who's going to want to be a police officer? Then the only people who are going to come and become police officers are going to be the bottom of the barrel type of people with no other options in America. You want to make them feel proud of their job, proud of their position, so that we get the best of the best.
How can people participate in the Back the Blue campaign?
Well, the first thing you can do is go to PragerU.com and sign our thank you letter to police officers. Second thing, you can post our PragerU pro police content all over your social media. And you can also make a message of gratitude to the police and post it on your social media, tagging PragerU. And we're doing a lot to try and defend the police. And I hope that you guys all join us with the hashtag Back the Blue today and all this week.
All right, terrific. We'll have to leave it there. Will, thank you so much for coming on.